man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what?
To absolutely no one.
The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
Later. Yeah, we're rolling.
Alright, main Chafford podcast. Keep rolling. Hey, they went crazy. Now move out.
Hands on my hands out, back up,
Tell me
what you gonna do now?
When Undertaker used to come out to that shit, yo.
Listen, the WWE like inspired a lot of like rock and pop elements,
Yeah,
rock and
100%.
punk elements in the black community. You know, don't get it twisted.
1,000,000,000%. That relationship.
Boom, 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 boom.
Live and direct.
Oh God. Yeah, shouts out to Limp Bizkit, man. That's a crazy name for a band, though.
Nah, I'm rocking with it.
Like Limp Bizkit is crazy. That's crazy. That's a pause right there.
Do you think?
Yeah. Why is a biscuit limp?
Yeah, I hear it.
Even Remy agrees.
You know what? If the dog, for all the dogs. All right, main Chafford podcast episode 265.
Come on.
Yeah, you know what time it is. Pack it in.
There's nothing there.
The real is back. The real is back.
Come on.
I have to tell you guys every week. I'll tell you to do your Googles. You ain't know what time it is.
Yes, sir.
Best member of the DSS, Dancing DK. Watch if you're back. Come on, dogs with me.
Oh God.
You ain't know what time
Ready
it is.
to
Let's
bite.
go. Pass to my partner. Pause.
Cole Sanusi, Don Colo in the building, the one and only, aka El Coolins, aka C Note, aka Hollywood Cole, aka Dog Dad. The dog is in the building.
You already know.
Coming for your left there, your right there, surround sound, smart speakers, portable speakers, you name it. We are there.
For sure.
Episode 265. Am I 30
Yeah,
yet?
265.
Am I 30? Yeah.
Probably not. Let's get it.
Yeah, you are.
On this day, funnily enough.
That's 2 for 2.
I forget, like we're actually a week apart.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, happy birthday to me, I guess.
Congrats.
It's Eman G45, the G solid in my name, the 45 is silent.
Come on.
It's Genghis Chibogwe,
Yes, sir.
Prince of the East, Tim Fort Hateems,
Come
I
on.
didn't know.
Korea Cowboy,
Yes, sir.
R&B voice is very much present.
It
You know what I'm saying? Black Mamba Dove, Cheat AM.
Yeah.
Let's get straight into it. My
Let's.
God is better than your God.
He is.
Can't compete.
No, you cannot.
Not going to talk about your God, but listen.
We can go guy for guy.
Yeah.
Go in for
Yeah, we can. We actually can.
We actually can. We actually can.
265, Tom Holland.
Let's talk about it.
Is that the name of the episode? 265 Tom Holland. Let's talk about it, man.
Shout out to Tom Holland, man. He's a
black.
success.
Tom Holland being black's crazy.
When they get married, is he just gonna turn to Tom?
That's a bar. That's a bar. That's a clip
what's
right
Linda's
there.
last name?
That is a clip right there.
What's Zendaya's last name?
She don't have one.
So he's taking her last name.
Or lack thereof.
Episode name is Tom. I can't lie. That's crazy.
Yo, shout out to the Toms, man. Tom Holland, what a legend. He's living the dream right now. So you told me he's been cast in the next Christopher Nolan movie, which comes out in 2026.
What is it?
No one knows. Is there any information on it?
No details.
I think Matt Damon's also starring. So let's see what they get cooking. I think I'm very interested because Nolan tends to do one that'll be historical based, and then he'll do one that's a bit more imaginative. At least that's how his most recent track record has been.
You're right, yeah. I didn't think about that.
So this will probably be in line or closer to what we saw with, say, a Tenant, for example. Hopefully the quality of that film will be better.
It might be Dragon Ball Z.
Hell no.
Why is Christopher Nolan doing a Dragon Ball Z film?
Although he did say he would like to do like different properties. Like he said he would want to do a James Bond movie at some point.
Yeah, he's gagging for a James Bond movie.
I think that'll be lit.
No, absolutely not.
Nah.
That man looks like a child.
I mean, he's struggling as Nathan Drake, let alone like,
that wasn't his fault. That was bad casting.
Mark.
He's just not believable as an adult. If that makes sense, because he did something recently where it was on Apple TV and it asked a lot of him, and from what I saw, he acted really well. The show wasn't well received, but he acted well. But he just didn't look the part. He was supposed to play a soldier who's had a hard experience at war, and he's come back and he's struggling to adjust to normal society, and he just wasn't believable.
Fair enough.
He's gonna have a lot of that issue in his career.
Yeah, man.
His face, his shape.
Shouts to young face.
Yeah, he's just got a young face.
Yeah, man.
Which is why he's perfect for Spider-Man and will continue to be. But yeah, I think it just makes it hard for him to get other roles.
What did he say that pissed you off though? I'm curious.
Oh my God. He was like, well, I really had to... When I first did Spider-Man, I was at the beck and call of Sony and Marvel, and that was great. But now, that I'm in the new phase of my contract, I actually had more power and I had more sway. Okay. I just thought, shut the fuck up. No, you didn't. I know where your career... First of all, I'm not blind. I know where your career is at. If you'd rejected this, you would have been a house husband. I'm sorry, and I love you, but that's the direction it was going in. And just don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining.
What's your angle? Is it the fact that you don't buy that he has more power now than before?
Yeah, I don't. I feel if he'd gone on, say post Spidey, he'd gone on to do some things that had worked. Say Uncharted worked. Mm-hmm. He didn't have the cachet, in my opinion, to make that comment.
I guess so, but like, when was the contract offered to him? Like now, after
it was
No Way Home?
Recently.
I think he'd have cachet.
He's got cachet as Spider-Man, but he was saying it like the way I interpret it was like, I had. He made it sound like, look, I have such a responsibility. Do I want to do it just for doing its sake? Trying to sugarcoat, trying to fluff it up, and I was just like, bro. If that had been me in that chair, in that position, I would have been like, look, it's an incredible opportunity. This is the role of my life. I'd be mad to turn it down or look at other options, especially when, I don't know, man. I don't think there would have been more options because you would have been in more things.
It's a grass is much greener thing, though. He won't appreciate being Spider-Man until he no longer plays it. But when you're that young and you start off like that, it happens all the time. Like, you look at the man them who all done Harry Potter. That man if you gave them like a role to come back for the reboot now, that man are saying, "Are you mad? I ain't doing that."
You think that? Oh yeah.
Because like, look at the stuff that my man did after post Harry Potter. He done
not all of them though. I'm 100%. Harry.
Daniel Radcliffe said all of that. I'm done.
Emma Watson, thank you.
I kind of hear it.
Retired from acting, and then Rupert Grint. He don't seem like he wants to do it. Fair, but you talk to them more secondary characters. You ask homeboy that played Malfoy, do you want to return? Where do I sign?
Yeah,
who do I sign?
Yeah, I understand, but that's the pressure.
It for money or legacy?
Who?
Those actors, those secondary actors.
Probably being both at this point.
But listen,
with Tom,
I just felt like with that clip, I was just when I heard it, I was like, "Come on, bro! I know. Let's not make it something it ain't."
I just think he probably had more leverage.
He definitely has more leverage. I'm not taking that away from him. He definitely has more leverage this time around, 1000% in terms of negotiating.
You just want him to be basically more appreciative of the fact that he
has that role. It just seemed like there was it was a more difficult decision to come back. Listen, I don't know what it's like to play that. He had a 6-movie contract. He even said I was done with it by that point.
It probably is, but sometimes you got to do stuff whether you want to do it or not. And 100. For the most part, he'll be happy at the fact that he has done it. Like in a way, they probably could have. Obviously, they will never do it, but they could have left it where it was. Like you could easily say, "Yep, that's the end of the Spider-Man, and we can start again." You could,
too much money on the table.
Too much money on the table. More stories to be told. You're gonna be the longest serving Spider-Man. You might as well see
There's
it through,
some W's in there,
and you'll still be relatively young once it's all said and done. So just do it and be done with it. Then man will get to Spider-Man 6. They'll do the Sinister 6 thing, and then they'll be done. I think at that point, my man will be done.
Yeah, you have to after 6 retire. But let me see if I can find the clip because I'm not doing.
Respectfully, after 6 he might be 40.
He's a young man now. How old is he? 20.
Young enough. He's 28.
No way.
And they'll pump out what? 3 more movies in the next 6 years.
In 10 years, they'll probably pump
no
out
way.
10.
28.
And if he's
younger than
Yes, fair enough. About a year. I mean,
and what's the contract looking like?
I assume it'll be a
filming video.
couple Avenger films and definitely probably 3 more Spider-Man.
Also, don't act like they didn't
sure.
dump the money at your house as well. Like, I know that contract's gonna be healthy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but with Keir Starmer's tax problems, bro, like you might as well just
Give me
Tom
half.
Holland, I want to speak on Spider-Man. If I can find the clip, it'll do more. It'll do us more justice.
No, I understand. I understand your position for sure. I just
I think
think
maybe just as a fan. Let me see.
The studio wants you to make another Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
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 I
They do. And I want to make
send me
another
that clip
one.
and we'll put it in
I
the
wanna
group chat.
make
Yeah,
many
yeah.
more. But we're working now. The pedal is to the metal. We're trying to get it going as soon as possible. Things are looking great. But my biggest thing is the creative. We have a creative and a pitch and a draft, which is excellent. And I read it 3 weeks ago, and it really lit a fire in me. Zendaya and I sat down and read it together, and we at times were bouncing around the living room this is a real
swear down.
movie worthy of the fans' respect. But there's a few things we need to figure out before we can get that really going. But it's exciting.
Oh, that's not the clip I was looking for.
Really excited.
Fair
about
enough. I understand your point though. Clip or
okay.
not. I think
Probably put not.
his issue maybe is the fact that his stuff is all
Yeah. I'll do it now.
his shit is all entwined with flipping all the Avengers shenanigans.
Yeah,
So as much
yeah.
as they want to do all the, I'm sure he wants to make it more personal, more deep, maybe even more street level. They still have to contend with all the flipping multiverse shenanigans happening in the MCU stuff. So maybe there's also that to contend with.
I think, look, it's fantastic news. His Spider-Man is probably one of my favorite characters in the MCU.
In general or just in the MCU?
In general, I'm just really impressed with what he's managed to do, and I know it sounds like it might sound like I'm hating, or I just want I don't know how to articulate how I feel, but I think maybe I have. And if you
I fully get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, end of the day, you're not going to get this opportunity again, and you might not if once it's all said and done. So enjoy it while you have it, basically. And I fully hear it. But yeah, it's gonna have a mad year, 2026.
Oh, that's insane. Oh, it's gonna jar me. I do want to find it, but anyway, but he's been doing the rounds on your Jimmy Kimmel's, and he's obviously done that podcast. And I think even just to add to that, I do want to say he's definitely, even just as a celeb, he's someone that I really respect. And what he's done, he's very heavy on the no drinking, but he was the first person, well, not the first person, but he was one of the few people that I saw talk about it from an interesting perspective of, look, I do this for me, I don't do it for other people and whatnot. This has helped me to be better, and speaking on betterment, and it just seems like he does the necessary things to protect himself and his lady, who I'm also a fan of. So listen, maybe I'm a bit more tense because he's also living my dream life. But but no, he's him, and I just want to see more of him, and I don't want to feel like he's in a position where he's umming and ahhing over the choice as well, because I want you to be fully in it. The role of Spider-Man is an honor.
Yeah, man, 100%. I couldn't put it better myself. Shouts out to Zendaya as well.
Have to every time.
Good food.
Good food.
I have to whisper it. This place is burged, man.
What was he gonna say? So yeah, no, I think. Any thoughts on TH?
No, I'm just happy that he's continuing. I think
Yeah.
I would love to see a complete story. I want to see it from inception to hopefully the end, where there's probably going to be Miles Morales. He'll probably.
Well, he wants to do that for someone, so he wants to give someone that
100%.
opportunity.
It makes sense. Tom probably either retires or they kill off his Spider-Man. I don't know, but it'll be good to see because he's a youth basically up until this point. So it'd be nice maybe if they age him a tad and do something.
I think they'll make him an adult. It'll be nice to see, because in most iterations we've seen of Spider-Man, he's either been in school or university. So it'd actually be interesting to see him maybe out of that position.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, huge fan of him and his work. So I wanted to discuss with you guys artists who we think are overrated. And I don't know why I'm going with Little Sims. Black and British was recently released, which is a good enough track. It's fine. But yeah, I just feel like maybe not overrated, but yeah, overrated for me and Little Sims.
Really? How come?
I don't know. I just feel there's this pedestal she's on, and I'm just not hearing it. Which, bear in mind, I really enjoyed her first project, which has a song called Shotgun on it. Really enjoyed that. But I just feel people gas it a little bit.
Okay.
I think everything's there in terms of, I can appreciate she's good at her craft. I just feel the level people put her on, I'm not sure she's there.
Fair enough. I agree to disagree. I mean, I've always liked her music. I feel like she's very unique. One of the best UK rappers, male, female, regardless. Very, very good artist. Seen her growth has been really incredible to watch. I don't really have much bad to say about her. Maybe, yeah, I just don't see it. But
I don't think most people, I think that's, listen, I'm going out on a ledge here, and I know I'm very much in the minority.
That's fair.
And I know you said earlier it might be because she raps.
You feel like she's just rapping at you.
Yeah, but I don't feel like that, because her stuff is quite, it's got a melodic, it's got more melody, and her beat choices is often very interesting. I just don't know if she's as good as people are making out. That's where I'm at with it.
Fair enough. I'm trying to think of any.
Maybe she also pissed me off in Top Boy.
Shelley. I don't know. Who do I think is overrated? I think I can go with a lot of US rappers. I can't lie. Some of them, man, are just
it's not working.
Really overrated, man. Like, who do I think is very obviously overrated?
And do you know what? I want to also caveat by saying, if you think someone's overrated, that doesn't necessarily mean you think they're bad. I just think
they're higher than they should.
Yeah, they're just, the ratings that they are given, it's a bit much.
Oh, Sweatshirt.
Yeah, for sure. He's
not overrated. Just
he picks terrible beats as well, like really, a trombone going through a fish.
Just talented.
He's talented and he can rap.
Yeah.
But the end product for me, it never sticks.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Yeah.
There's a couple good songs on. There's a couple songs I like on I Don't Go Outside or whatever that project is called. But for the most part, every time I try to listen to him, I'm just not hearing it.
He might be someone that could be really good.
Not hearing it at all. Like, it just doesn't stick.
If he had a producer next to him, because his performance in Atlanta on that song that he did for the show, I was so impressed.
Yeah,
I've actually never heard you perform. It was so much so that when I found out it was El Searcher, I said, "You're lying, you're taking ass."
Yeah, yeah. Just he's never stuck with me.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I can see that, and I hear that.
And I usually like that kind of like alternative rap type thing, but for the most part with him specifically, I just couldn't latch onto it, man. I really couldn't. I'm trying to think of others that are obvious.
Who are the kids trying to? Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of the new stuff I find overrated. But that's another story for another day.
But it's not for us. It's not designed to be
like.
Going back to Snowfall, you know what I thought that was really incredible, like the concept of forgiveness. You know when they forgive the dad.
What his dad?
Yeah.
I
thought that was actually amazing, and like that's very much underrated in the grand scheme of things, of like how his father became a drunkard, but that was only explained to
Franklin.
Yeah, to Franklin. He was only drunk, but then once the father actually explained why he became drunk, why he
made sense,
why he just took himself out of society, and then you just see that slow build of forgiveness and then acceptance and then now belonging.
Very good at character building, that show. Like it gives people, they flesh out Paul's ideas and get into really like deep stuff, truthfully, that show. I'm trying to think of UK rappers that I think that would be
Yeah, but back to rapping.
overrated. Playboy Carti is only overrated because of the fact that I really dislike how he goes about putting out music.
Yeah.
So the snippets he's put out, in my opinion, this year have been phenomenal. In my opinion, and I don't really listen to him, but that 2024 music snippet, the all my friends are dead, that Chandra one. If he put those two songs out and then puts out a project, in my opinion, he has. And it sounds like I'm saying something crazy.
The one with Travis Scott.
Which Travis Scott one?
I think one
like, put him in the cuff. If he puts those two songs out and puts out a project this year, like a normal artist would do, he has one of the best years as a rapper this year because he was on Carnival.
Yeah,
he's also been on Timeless with The Weeknd, which debuted pretty high, and for the most part, he's actually done really well from a feature perspective and building hype. And he has the fan base, and people like his performances. Not my cup of tea, but people love it. The man has a platform to be that guy, but he just does fuck shit in the meantime.
But I think, you know what, his fan base like that. The whole mystique that he's created, I
hate it, man.
I personally think it's jarring.
I hate it.
I mean, my biggest gripe with him is the songs he ends up dropping are never as good as the snippets that I'll come across.
It's ridiculous.
I'll come across a Carti snippet and think, oh my gosh,
unbelievable.
This is and then he'll never coming out.
he's actually
never seen the light of day.
He's infuriating as an artist for me. I think he's so overrated, and I think he has the ability. Yeah, Remy, I'm right. He has the ability to be like a really, really good artist and have a good career. Like he has obviously had a good career so far, but everything since what's that, A Whole Lot of Red, till now, it's like the perfect layup. You have all these cosigns, all these 6 songs you're cooking. The youth clearly love you. Why are you dropping this nonsense?
With him, I don't understand his strategy. I think he's trying to buy himself as much time, but what happens when you do that is, if you buy yourself too much time, by the time the album comes out, the hype that you've created could die and be gone, and you just be like, well, you probably should have released that 3 months ago when you was at your peak and you had the most eyeballs on you. I think just with him, his antics aren't up to the final product that we end up getting.
100%. And there's a vacuum right now. There's a gap in the US rap scene where nobody has taken that crown to say it's my year. Obviously the beef has happened. We know what Kendrick done, but I'm just saying from like a music perspective,
there is no other rapper.
Nobody's done it. He could have done it.
Yeah,
it's such a perfect layup. You're on Ye's project. You're on one of the best projects of the year. Decent song, went number 1. Capitalize on that moment, seize it, and take what would arguably be your place in hip hop history, and then he just puts out fuck shit.
Yeah, I don't. And then he drops that All Red song.
He sounds like Future, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed.
Rubbish.
I couldn't believe that was the direction they opted to go in, especially when his unreleased are just painful, and it's just sitting there. I don't know why he can't get certain shit cleared, but
I don't even know if it's clearance. I don't even hear any samples that stick out on them.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, but I guess it helps to further.
It's that mystique thing, isn't it?
That he's so in awe of and in favour of.
It's all aura, isn't it? That's what the man
that's what they all love.
It's rubbish, bruv. Honestly, I don't understand what the man are on still.
I'm trying to think if there's any other. I mean, Little Sims was just the one that stood out to me because Black and British recently released. And I just thought, I don't know, man. Like, great artist. I can still appreciate that she makes good music, but I just think the level that people might have her on.
I would argue Central C is overrated.
Yeah, I was low key thinking that.
But I'm not saying he's a bad. Like, I mean, I've always kind of had the same opinion of him from the beginning. I rate him though. Like I like how he moves.
It's the brand, isn't it?
I like how he moves. I like the brand. I like everything about him. Actually, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna wait until that album comes out. I'm gonna retract my statement because I think we can't definitively all sit down here and say he's had that
moment.
This is me moment yet. Yeah. Until that happens, I reserve my right to say he's overrated.
I think he's underrated because the antics get in the way. Like, I think, and then he does dumb shit like what he'll do on Doja or what he did on Moi with that horrendous bar. Like, it can shroud the fact that maybe he's given a dope verse, or maybe he's given he's made a really good song. I think he's got a song with Meeks that's so good, incredible verse, which will probably not get the recognition because it hasn't got the antics that we're used to, which is why I think he's underrated. I'm interested to see what a project from him sounds like yourself. I think that will help to it will help us to come to a conclusion on him, or at least make a more rounded judgment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear it. I can see. I think
it's unfair. I think it's unfair to call him overrated.
But I have seen that consensus growing that he is overrated.
Nah, fair enough. I want him to have his moment first, and then talk about it, because he's got good momentum, and the music he's put out so far has been alright. I think he needs to have. If the album is like a psychodrama, gun signs and prayer, then I'll hold my hands up and say, yeah, man, you delivered, but we just gotta wait until what's it called again? Something Can't Rush Greatness or something like that.
That's a good name for an album.
Which is a good title. We'll see what he cooks up. I'm quietly positive.
Said something that's very important. He said that Stormzy is finished.
When did he say that?
I don't know. It's either an old clip that's just resurfaced, or it's just him talking true. Right now.
There's an element of truth to it, but there's not.
Yes, but the thing is, would you say that Stormzy is overrated?
No, I don't think so. Stormzy's given moments that are still disappointed, which is funny enough on Wiley's Head Top. I look at songs like Wiley Flow, and there's been too many instances of me being impressed by Stormzy to call him overrated. Even Shut Up, which I know is a bit gimmicky, but I love moments like that. I think Stormzy has too many moments where I can point to and say, you were the guy and you've impressed me.
I think he's an icon at this point.
Yeah.
I think he's...
In terms of finished, I hear that point possibly.
You can talk about that.
He is more on the decline, but that's fine. He's aging out of the game, and fair play to him. I didn't necessarily like that Backbone song. Went number one. So, boy, do your thing, branch out, have a blast. There isn't really much more for Stormzy to do at this point in his career.
It's a very interesting career he's had.
It's a great career, very incredible. I don't think there's anything he could have done. He's done the O2, no?
Yeah.
He's done. He headlined Glastonbury and shut it down. And you know that Glastonbury crowd can be a bit like, first of all, why are they black? And second of all, why are they rapping?
No, that's changed. It changed after Jay-Z.
I hear it, but there's still those purists. I think those purists that might have that opinion.
Yeah, but we did our SATs on that.
Huh?
I think we did our SATs on that.
On what?
On that topic.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh no, I wouldn't. I probably.
What class?
Like maybe year 9.
Year
9. But that's why I remember that specifically.
Fair enough.
That's why I remember that specifically. But yes, there's the purist, but bro, we're talking about 2009 up until now.
No, but I still think that for a black person rapping to headline
and then have
it's still an insane achievement. My man went up on us with a stab-proof vest.
Banksy and that.
Iconic, man.
From Banksy, come on, man.
Stormzy's iconic. I'm not even gonna rub. We can't rub man out.
Nah, there's no way overrated, underrated. He's, as you said, he is an icon of, and not even of just UK rap, of British music.
Yeah, 100%.
No, but I think that
100%.
Stormzy's in Madame Tussauds. What are we talking about?
No, but the thing is, I think that he's overrated in the aspect of when I look at D Block Europe, I think that they have more of an impact than Stormzy at this current point in time.
On who?
We're talking musically.
If they get their visas to go to the US.
If you're talking about sound,
100%.
If you're talking about sound, yes. Because Stormzy's sound has never been compatible with the US.
But that's not taking away anything from Stormzy.
No.
Stormzy is absolutely amazing.
Stormzy's an icon, man. He is cemented and solidified in UK culture, music, whatever you want to call it. He's kind of, and I don't want to say it because he's still, he's only like a year older than us. But he can just victory up his career right now if he really wanted to.
Yeah, that's what.
But he doesn't have to.
And that's what he's doing.
He can do whatever he wants.
Exactly. Like
he can do whatever he wants.
He's just doing like Backbone. As I said, it weren't for me, but it wasn't made for me. I'm not into dubstep like that. But what he managed to do with it, and then his thing with him as well is the marketing with him is always so clever. Going from your boy's wedding to the stage and then back to the wedding. That's cold. I'm sorry.
He's got a good team. He's always got. Yeah, I haven't really got a bad word to say about the man. I'll be honest. I know the last project wasn't good, and now he's no longer with Maya, which is crazy. So after all of that, man's now with Victoria Monet. Shout out to him.
He's with who?
Victoria Monet, bro.
Stormzy's with Victoria Monet. Do you know
my life?
Do you know who Victoria Monet is?
I do know who Victoria Monet is. How greedy? That's what I can say.
How greedy! That is insane.
Like I said, I've got a bad word to say about Stormzy, man.
She just had a baby. I mean, not that single mothers can't date, but
hey, man, listen,
get how you live, because she's a work of art.
Listen, man, I ain't gonna. You know what?
I'm sure she's with someone.
No, there's a picture of them kissing.
Oh, so they split. There's a picture of Victoria Monet and Stormzy kissing.
Search up Stormzy and Victoria Monet.
I'm not telling you, worry.
This was a thing like a week ago.
And Stormzy,
yeah,
woo,
man.
As in Big Mike. That's crazy. I can't believe this.
If we're talking musically, you could argue he's overrated.
No,
you
even
could.
then,
That's the only avenue you. In my
I have had it, man.
You can argue. I don't think he is.
No,
but I think you can argue. The first album, really good.
Second album's good.
Second album has good moments, but it probably wasn't as good as the first. Third album, the less said about that, the better.
Yeah.
So we only have really 3
That was a
albums
snooze fest
to work from. Dropped some great looses in the meantime.
Even if you have 2 good albums, if you have 1 classic, 1 good album, I think that's even a good position to be in. A lot of artists can't say that. And it sounds like he's gonna return. I don't know, some of the snippets and what it sounds like he's working on, because another album seems it's on the way. That sounds more in line with what we know from him.
Somebody said this to me 2 days ago, that he has an album like that. But I wasn't listening properly, but they're saying something about either being scrapped.
Yeah, it has to be scrapped.
What?
Or I don't know.
Because he was with Maya. He was with Maya, and like now this album is like
if there's Maya bars on there, then he's ready.
Yeah, so he's probably just turned around and said,
Yeah.
scrap the whole thing, and then we do it again.
Just
I don't know how
send
you
it
fumbled that twice, man.
And then now, of course, if you're gonna drop that, you have to now you have to integrate new sounds. So
now you got to.
No, I hear it.
You got to.
I mean, he might have to look back. But from insider, I'm saying insider.
But like
what
I
I've
said, yeah, so couple man, shout outs to Keir Starmer. He's let a couple man out. So now the whole sound might change. The UK scene is going to change for
Something will happen, because right now everything's
Cocaine
muddied,
and hoes.
So hopefully
You
things.
can't let that many people out and not expect that to happen.
cocaine and hoes.
But yeah, Stormzy, I'm not rocking with it. But congratulations.
I'm happy for you. though.
That's work. The greatest sporting feat you've ever seen.
The comeback from LeBron. Not LeBron. The
Yeah, the
Cleveland
3-1 down.
Cavaliers.
That's insane.
Yeah, 3-1 down.
Kyrie was going crazy.
Yes.
Kyrie was
Dumb.
the last game. Yeah, fair
I
enough.
wonder what inspired him, because he seems like someone that would need to get fired up. Like, I don't feel. Listen, I don't know the man, but I don't get the impression that he could get fired up on his own. You know how Jordan will make something up to be like, yeah, I need to give that person 60.
Don't know.
No, Kyrie is part of that ilk. Outside the court, he just seems like a chill guy. But on the court,
he was possessed, bro. It was
Yeah.
wicked.
I think he could give.
but this season alone is extremely interesting.
Yeah.
Just on like
I think Dallas could get a chip. You know,
Dallas can get a chip. They can get a chip.
Boston's
San Antonio, they could get a chip if they really wanted to.
Wemby.
Wemby and Chris Paul, like that
Chris
combination. No. That combination is too elite. So far from what I've seen, is very elite.
Alright, we'll
we
see.
can see something that's great. What's this? New York. They could be runners. The Knicks. They're in a great position right now.
If the
with
Knicks
Cat.
ever win a chip, I'll go to New York. The city would never be like. I think
We even discussed this last year, man. Last season, that they almost got a chip. They almost could have got a chip.
Yeah,
Just
the
because
Knicks
of the
get a chip,
position
that
that they're
city's
in.
going to be upside down.
But overall, yes, the situation with the Cavs, the 3-1 down. What else?
Incredible.
I think France versus
Mbappe's performance. That was going to be my answer.
Yeah,
I think that's the greatest performance I've ever seen in football. To get a hat trick in a World Cup final, and the way he takes that second goal, that second goal is one of my favorite goals of all time.
Ludicrous.
But to hit that first time, I can't believe it, man. The technique necessary from that angle, the time he did it, and the stage he did it. Yo, Kylian is him.
Yeah, on God. I'm trying to think of some for me. I got some random ones. I really like that game. Well, there's two actually. Two Champions League games. One, Real Madrid versus Ajax. Now, I wanna crevice this by saying I hate Ten Hag. I can't wait until he gets sacked. But that performance when he was Ajax manager against our Real Madrid team, I've never seen a team move so wicked in my entire life. Tadic was playing. Tadic was playing like he was possessed by.
He was, because he's never been at that level ever again. I think they gave him a 10.
Tadic, like the early 10.
He ridiculous.
Was moving like, if you ever get bored of you, man, go onto YouTube and write down Tadic versus Real Madrid. He was moving like he was like prime Ronaldinho, like or Zidane. I don't know what he was on, but he was moving wicked.
I forgot about that game.
That game, insane. The Spurs versus Man City game recently, where Sterling scored in the last minute,
and they chalked it off.
And Pep was on his knees. That is legendary. Trying to think of other sports recently. So I watched like tennis time to time, and it was the Wimbledon final, Alcaraz versus Djokovic. I've never seen Djokovic get more comprehensively beaten in my life.
Really?
He got
the most recent one, because they've gone back to back, no, in finals.
So they played again since then, and then Djokovic beat him in the Olympics. But the Wimbledon final, the most recent Wimbledon final, I know what you're on about now. The most recent Wimbledon final. So do you know how in tennis, it's like the first set, it was like, it got to like 6-5. And at that point, you have to get to 7 in order to get through. So it was 6-6. And every time Djokovic would get a match point, Alcaraz would just wipe it away straight away. And that happened like 10 times in a row. And you can just see like Djokovic was like, yo, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah. Alcaraz is different, bro.
After Alcaraz won that game, the next 2 games, he just wiped the floor with Djokovic.
Alcaraz is him.
I was like, wow, I've never seen anything like this.
On this kid is
level.
And he's only
crazy.
20.
Young man. He's
special.
He's going to have some next level of dominance if he continues the way he started.
100%. Any other sport?
I'm trying to think of some that like
individual performances as well, like where Usain Bolt 2008.
Yeah, man.
Man slowed up. Who was it? Tyson Gay that came second. He wasn't even in the shot.
You know, I loved more.
That's a crazy surname, by the way.
Tyson Happy. Shouts to him, bro.
Tyson Happy is crazy. I really loved that 4x100 relay. I don't know if it was the Olympics
Jamaicans?
or the one before, but it was one where I can't remember which one it was.
Johan Blake.
Maybe it was one where the US were winning, and then it got to the bend, and then it got to Bolt, and the gap that he closed. I said,
it was nasty.
And
say
it was just
less.
going.
He didn't stop that time. You know when he usually stopped? He was like, I'm actually gonna.
That's what I'm saying. In 08, he broke the world record and he slowed down. I couldn't believe it. He easily slowed down.
I think it was 2012. 2012, they all broke the world record. Like all of them have broken the world record, but Usain Bolt just broke it a bit more.
What do you mean?
Like in a 100-meter race, like all of them had broken the world record.
I see what you're saying.
But then it was just like Usain Bolt just carried on. And actually no, because it was like 9-6.
It's 9.
I don't think so. I think
Usain Bolt got gold.
They were like 9-7 though.
But I mean, listen, that performance in 2008 in the 100-meter final, something special.
Yeah.
I mean, even Noah Lyles recently.
I will never forget that. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Nah.
Yeah,
special.
that one was difficult.
Fair enough.
That one was difficult.
Honestly,
for me,
fair enough.
It was just like you could clearly see that.
I didn't think he was in with a chance.
My man, the Jamaican was in front, but because of the official rules and the chest being in front,
That's crazy.
yeah.
What a painful way to go. the US men's basketball team at the most recent Olympics, more specifically Steph Curry.
Man.
He was playing like he hated him.
Man.
The way he was going night like this, I'll beat someone up.
That buzzer beat, not even a buzzer beater, but that last like segment where he hit that
Yeah,
free,
I think it was that last quarter.
that
He was
was
just going crazy.
that free was disgusting. He had no right.
Nah, absolutely zero.
Dame Lillard with that mad free.
Yeah, all of them.
logo.
Yeah, all of them ran sub 10. It was only a Safa Park.
Oh, right, I see.
All of them ran sub 10.
Sub 10, yeah.
Oh, I see.
So it was like, yeah.
Yeah, that is insane. I mean,
Man, there's been loads of moments, man. So many different
these
sports.
athletes will continue to impress you. What's the most impressive thing you've seen in F1?
F1, I guess maybe young Lewis just winning it in the season that he did. That was really crazy. I think for that, so for the race where he won it for the first time, he had to finish 6th and above, I think.
Kaboom.
But then there was a crash and he happened to be like 19th or 18th. And he had to work his way from the back of the field all the way to the front.
Yeah.
And he only passed, I don't know what the name of the driver is. It might have even been Alonso. It might have, maybe not. But he only passed the guy to get into 5th by like the second last turn in. So obviously if he didn't pass him,
What car was this? Mercedes?
it would have been McLaren at the
Oh,
time.
wow, yeah.
So, and then at that point he became the youngest ever Formula 1 driver to
Lewis
win.
before the... What's it? The hair transplant.
Yeah.
His hairline was doing
This was
backflips.
confused Lewis.
Yeah.
But he's done some incredible things over the years. Even like in F1 in general, you will always see some crazy drivers on the day. You just see someone do a
someone
madness.
do something spectacular.
I think Daniel Dubois versus Jarrell Miller.
Oh,
That one, we were there for the
That
fight.
was comprehensive.
Big Baby.
Yeah, Big Baby.
That was
Fuck.
comprehensive.
And like he that was the fact that he won was everything that he needed to just basically overcome.
He's a really good fighter.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He's young and he has a great, like he has more fights to conquer in the coming years. So that's great.
I hope Alexander Usyk beats Fury.
I don't see that.
You don't
happening.
think he'll lose?
No, I think Tyson Fury is serious because he moved his dad out of the picture.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Forget about it. Forget what are you talking about. I'll bomb you.
I'll bomb you.
I was watching one video and pretty much they were saying like Tyson Fury is actually
not
amazing if his dad's not there.
Really?
And they were like, and if you
Yeah,
put two and two together, it kind of makes a lot more sense. So
That conversation to move the dad out of the picture would have been insane.
Yeah.
I would have paid to be a fly on the wall.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that one as a family for sure. When is that? In December? December
21st.
They're already doing a lot of hype for it though.
I think what I'll do is
if my
I'll
man was
host
just
that.
like Hitman.
I'll host that.
Sounds good.
with Chafford, man. Just
That's
because you
beautiful.
man ain't into my, well, you guys have,
Yeah.
but the rest
Yeah,
of the man
man.
ain't.
Well, I was gonna say we should make that also the Christmas meal type thing.
Oh, that's a good idea. Actually. Maybe close to that time. Then again, we actually even got.
When's the fight?
21st.
Of December.
Yeah,
That's rude.
that's
I
Equinox.
should be around. I think I'm not around from the 23rd. Yeah, I'm around. I'm about. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta do the fucking Christmas.
No, that's love.
Men in Chafford Christmas thing. Now you mention it. All right.
No, well done. If his dad's out the picture, because the way he was moving during Tommy's fight with KSI was gross, man.
Yeah, he's doing too much.
Yeah, and it's just like he really needs to focus because the thing is, he's now lost the belt that he wants, and then now he's lost the opportunity to then go and get all the 5 belts. So if
There's
he
4,
will,
no? Is it 5?
no, now they're fighting for 4. Before they will fight, before the first fight was fighting for 5.
Okay.
Alexander Usyk,
them man to have got
yeah,
you.
he gave it away. So then now it's a case where these
He
men
shouldn't
are
have
now
done
fighting. No, because bro, there's money on the line.
Yeah,
And then
but
even with
you
Tyson
lost-
Fury, he's turning around saying I lost 150 mil because Joshua lost the fight.
Yeah, Joshua's fucked a lot of people's pockets.
No,
Was he overrated?
Ooh.
Had a conversation about this with my dad.
No.
He said he is now, but when he was him, no. Like we didn't, the pedestal we put him on, we were right to do. He just thinks the
Okay.
lights got too bright.
Let's say the Andrew Ruiz
Kinda
fight
hurt
never
still.
happened and the Jerome Miller fight continued. He would have
Yes.
knocked him out, and my gosh, he would have been the greatest.
That is
The greatest.
I think that Andrew Ruiz fight did more damage than we'll ever be able to
Yeah.
properly comprehend.
Hence why they've always put that stigma that he's overrated. And then now that he's lost in terrible fashion to
DB.
Yeah, Daniel Dubois, Dynamite.
He's had a great career, but obviously, you know.
Do you know what? It was so weird. I saw a video of Daniel Dubois exiting his car to head to the stadium before the fight with Anthony Joshua, and I just said he's gonna win. And you know when you could just look at a fighter and you just I hate that word. You just feel their not feel. We can see their aura. Like he just looked ready, and I just felt like going into it. Anthony never did. They had that meeting.
He underestimated him. That's all it was.
You think?
Yeah. Had he not underestimated him and took him serious from the very beginning, like he's supposed to, then
I don't know, man.
You would have seen a different fight, and it probably would have gone to points.
Yeah.
No, actually, tell her like it would have gone to a knockout, but Joshua would have been hit down.
Is the second one happening? Oh no.
Is he gonna get a rematch? I mean, I don't know. He did it for Little Saint.
I think there's money there.
I see it.
Money. And then there's redemption, of course, but it's just like
yeah. But if he gets redemption again, like
anyway,
your whole career. Redemption's on my mind.
Yeah, because
Redemption, Red Dead Redemption 1,
Daniel
Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, no, because what's it? Daniel Dubois is basically. I think he may give up his belt just to do a rematch with Joshua.
Okay.
And if he does that, then Joshua's basically he's just fighting for air, bro.
Alright, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We can end there, or do you want to do the 100 pop stars?
Pop style.
To be fair, maybe we can do it on the next episode because they'll say more of the list.
Yeah, and then we'll have the full list by that point.
We'll do it with the full list.
I mean, this list is egregious, by the way. It's so wrong. Lil Wayne's here. I just don't agree with that.
But Wayne was in the light.
I don't know. Like,
those 2 years, he was the biggest artist in the world for sure. Come on,
he was the biggest artist in the world. He was a pop star in a different way to the way I feel like Drake was. Do you know what I mean? Even Nicki who is on this list, I feel this makes more sense. I never looked at Wayne as a pop star.
I think
the way they're wrong. Jay-Z's in it. Like, no, I'm sorry.
No, but I think they're viewing not pop star by definition of pop.
No, I know what you're saying, but
they're viewing it as in by stardom and like, you know, impact and like
because One
being
Direction's
in
at number 22. I just don't feel like that's right.
Higher, lower?
Much higher.
Higher.
Of the what is this? Of the 21st century?
So, yeah,
absolutely not.
So since 2000, mind you.
Kanye West is not above Justin Bieber's. Actually, no.
But Kanye's been. But you got to think about timeline as well. So he's been active since 09.
Yeah, no. You know? My bad.
I'm not like
even
saying this list.
Ariana Grande in at number 9. Like, to me, Adele isn't a pop star.
But she is though.
I don't like. I don't know.
She transcends.
Adele.
She transcends. Quick one before you go. Actually, have you guys seen The Penguin?
No, but I'm hearing incredible stuff. No. Is it all done now?
Really?
Chef kiss. You guys have to see.
Wow. Yeah. Don't worry. I'll finish it.
Unreal.
Okay.
This is what it looks like. It's fucking amazing. Okay, really good.
What sort of pace is it going at though?
It's just a good show.
Okay, cool.
It's just
I just have a really bad taste in my mouth after House of Dragons. I was shocked by that, man, honestly.
This is on a top table of comic book TV. This sits there with Daredevil. It sits there with the first seasons, if you wish, of Arrow and The Flash.
Yeah.
It is. You guys will unequivocally love it.
Okay.
That's all and I don't want to gas it, but it's got too much good going for it. And Colin Farrell? Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, it's like watching like the Sopranos. I've not seen Sopranos, but it gives me Sopranos vibes. But in Gotham, it's lit. So lit.
That's also something I want to add to my list, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to watch great things that people consider great TV. I don't have to finish it. If I get like halfway through it, I'm like, this ain't it. But
I need to continue doing that.
I want to see it's the Sopranos. I want to see The Wire.
You gotta watch The Wire.
There's a few of them type of shows that I want to try get under my belt, just because you
love The Wire. You love it because it's a good show, but all the memes happening and the cultural stuff like attached to it. Even when Marlo's in the prison, he's like, "My name's my name." I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's the thing about the old days.
The old days. It is a fucking amazing show.
It's amazing how things become memes, man.
Yeah.
I saw this thing on.
Why are you shrugging your shoulders? Because they're my shoulders.
About the white version of a black meme.
The white version of a black meme. Okay.
So there's something from you where Joe's like in disbelief, and then they also did the one where Drake's like that, but they've what's it called?
They whitewashed him.
Fentified him is the only way I can describe.
Fentified him. Jesus Christ.
Fentified him.
Oh damn.
Yuck.
Wow. There was a really good.
Wait, why are you on private browsing? What are you looking for?
We're trying to get into.
You already know. Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
On that note. Well, let me think of a song to quickly. A song from A2 called "Funny How." I think he's got a project coming soon, so shout out to A2.
Does he?
Did
Did I do this already?
Kanye
No, I did.
West 30 hours.
30 hours. Do you know what? I don't know if it, Brother Stone by Don Toliver featuring who's his name? Kodak Black. Incredible.
I like that song actually.
One
It's
of the
quite
best beats I've ever heard.
good. I like Kodak's verse on that. Well, he does a chorus, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I like
I mean, when you get Kodak on the right song, he's gold. I really rate him.
Joke my mother.
Move.
Okay.
Alright, until next time.
Yeah, we out.
All right.